I don't know about you guys, but every day this summer I want to look like I was like body dipped in bronze. Like I literally just like skinny dipped in a pool of 24 karat gold and I'm walking around town just glistening and shimmering. I've been getting a lot of tips and questions about what are some like women of color friendly highlighters for the body, for the skin, for the face. I do think sometimes as dark women it can be a little tricky picking these products because sometimes they can read ashy. So I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about the product, well actually a lot about the products that I use because I have a ton of them. They're all women of color friendly in no particular order, from drugstore to professional brand. On the lower end, I wanted to talk a little bit about the E.L.F. Body Glow. I've used this in a few tutorials sometime last year and I think it's really, really great. I think that you get pretty good value for your money. It's fairly inexpensive. You get tons and tons of product. It's got this beautiful, beautiful kind of like 24 karat gold. I love this one for all over the body and it's fairly inexpensive. Speaking of E.L.F. Body Glow, this one I would compare on the more professional level to Comfort from MAC, the Mineralize Skinfinish Natural. Now this one I've had for at least like 3-4 years and I've barely put a dent in this. I've used it on the high points of my cheekbones and it reminds me a lot of that E.L.F. Body Glow because you kind of have that similar like that yellow gold tint to it, so it's really nice. It's only more subtle scale of highlighters, I would say. You guys, I really have a ton of products that I want to talk about, so I'm gonna just keep rolling into them. Now, since we're still talking about products from MAC, one product that you guys have seen me use a lot, especially in my newer, older YouTube tutorials, this one is Margin from MAC. Margin was probably one of the, actually I think it was the first highlight that I actually used when I discovered like what they were, what they do for your skin. It's definitely something that you want to use with your oranges and your corals. Sasha Cosmetics also has a nice facial highlighter. This was the one that I used in my most recent tutorial and demo from Sasha Cosmetics. So if you have not seen me use this one, please check it out. It's really pretty. I would compare this one, is actually a pretty close dupe to Margin, I would say. Fairly subtle and it has a teensy bit more gold than Margin does. So Makeup Geek has a really amazing inexpensive line of products. I was recently introduced to them and she has a pigment by the name of Afterglow. Now I don't know if this was intended to be a highlighter, if that's what Marlena had in mind when formulating this and created this. It's amazing, beautiful. I was not expecting the magic to happen that I got when I used Afterglow, but it's really beautiful, and just reading reviews, it actually turns out it's a really popular product. So, and I can definitely see why. It's very much so going to give you that pow highlight that you're looking for, and it's just really beautiful. Why don't we talk a little bit about some of the stuff that you can put in your foundation? Lustre Drops. I'm a huge fan of Lustre Drops, and basically what you do is you take your foundation and you put just like a couple drops in there, mix it on up, and it will just give your foundation this warm dewy glow without taking away the coverage. So this is like my secret weapon on shoots. If their skin needs a little extra oomph and I want it to look a little bit more youthful, then I would throw in a couple Lustre Drops and instant Saint Tropez glow. Instant. Speaking of Lustre Drops, Youngblood has a mineral illuminating tint. Look how huge. Do you know how long it would take me to use this realistically? This one is for the body. I also use it for foundation as well. So you can get a ton of great use out of this, and to me it's just like, because I already am chocolate, like there's no sense in going to the tanning salon going for that glow. So these products, I get that glow at home. I get that at home because there's just no point in me going to the tanning bed, and I'm gonna be slathering on my SPF because of course it's still important to protect your skin, but I still want to look like I'm glowing and I still want that luminescent beautiful tint. Since we're talking about Youngblood, I also really like their Luminous cream blush, okay? So comparable to the cream color blushes from MAC, for those of you guys that are more MAC familiar than other cosmetic companies out there, but they're cream based and you can wear them underneath your foundation, on top of the foundation, apply them with a sponge, your fingers, a brush, whatever. They're amazing when you really want something, when you really want your highlight to adhere and grab onto something, like if I really want it to like show up, I'll put this on first. I'll dab that on first, and then I will layer a powder product on top. And then that way, you know you really sealed the deal and it's not going anywhere. Josie Maran has one, and I believe I have used this one in tutorials before. Same concept. You can put it in your foundations, you can put it in your moisturizers, and just put it on your bare skin as is. Well, not with this, I mean as in mixing it with your moisturizers and just wearing the moisturizer on its own. Great for that, so definitely check out the one from Josie Maran. Another big one for me is Kevyn Aucoin, okay? Candlelight. Really, really, really beautiful, beautiful highlight on the high points of the cheekbones. The only thing I will say this, now I know what my demographic is. Obviously, most of you guys are women of color, chocolate women, that's why you guys come here. Of all of the ones that I mentioned today, I probably would say that the Kevyn Aucoin Candlelight is the least chocolate girl friendly. I'm not saying that we can't wear it, because I most certainly do, but it's probably not the one that I would reach for myself. Now on fair to medium complexions, brilliant. Now we're gonna talk about the body, alrighty. Benefit has a product called Bathina. Right now, my favorite, all-time favorite highlighters at the moment are from Magnolia Makeup, and it is their Glow products. Soul Glow, which I feel is a little bit more on the darker to deeper skin tone range. Glow is a little yellow. I'm not saying that dark skin can't wear these. I think they most certainly can, but it's definitely gonna be bright, okay? This one's got a little bit more color to it, a little bit more gold deposit in it. The Soul Glow, that is. Glow is more of like that 24 karat yellow, bright gold. Beautiful, like so freaking brilliant. Like I'm wearing it right now, and when I want to look like seriously sun freaking kissed bronzed, honey, I'm going for my Soul Glow. Like that's just the way that it is, hands down. I love using them on clients. I really, really do. You have to be careful though, for those of you that are professional makeup artists out there, with using these like for red carpet and stuff like that, because they are so, how can I put this? Pores, okay? Ladies with pores, be careful with the highlighters, because they will highlight what's there. I'm gonna just put it that way, okay? We live in the digital age. Everything is HD, and you just really want to be careful, okay? Bathina was recently introduced to me while I was visiting Hawaii. My friend had this and she gave it to me and she showed me how to use it. And just a little side tidbit, this was actually a product that was used behind the scenes on the Nicki Minaj Starship video that came out a couple years ago. This was really, really heavy on Nicki, I believe, and on all the models. I know for sure all the models. So if you want to see this one in action, Bathina, honey. This is what I've been using all over the body when I need to be bikini ready. So I like Bathina. Bathina I'm gonna be using a lot this summer. And then on top of that, I've been using a shimmer spray. This one is from Brocato, and it literally is just like spray glitter. Possibly you can make it, but it would take a lot of glitter and you don't want to waste your stuff. I'm going to be demonstrating how you can get a all over body glow with just these two products.